Frank, Coach said that he was really impressed with the way you guys played at San Jose State. Do you feel like you guys that was one of your better performances of the year, and how much confidence can you take from that into Colorado State and the remainder of the year?
Yeah, a big emphasis going into this last game was physicality and bringing up the rushing yards. And all week, last week during practice, that was the main focal point of the offensive line. And I thought we physically imposed our will last Saturday.
Frank, being from Laramie, what do you remember about your first memories of the border war?
Yeah, this game, my father and my grandfather both played in it, so it's kind of a legacy, and it's awesome that I have the chance to play in it as well. My first memories, probably when I was a kid, I didn't even watch the games. I'd be in the end zone playing football where the new scoreboard is when that was all grass and stuff over there. So that's probably my early memories of that.
Frank, why do you think it took you guys, because you have a veteran offensive line, so deep into the season to kind of get what Craig Bohl said was by far your best performance last week?
Yeah, we could say we were in a slump as an offensive line, and I think last week it just was the main point of emphasis was on us, and it was clear at that point that we had to step our game up. And, we still came up short, but there was definitely improvement in the offensive line, I think.
Frank, Stouffer and Bible got in for some plays. Do you guys like that when you're moving in guys in and out like that, or is that something that you guys got used to, or that you like to see to get new guys, fresh guys in there?
Yeah, I think the point of that is get fresh guys in there and keep that bar the same, and those two guys definitely do. There's no loss in how the offensive line performs when those guys are in there, and so to rotate, if it is a benefit for us.
Frank, is there anything CSU does that becomes more of a challenge for you guys, maybe than other teams? Do they present a different type of an approach?
Yeah, CSU, they have a really solid defensive line that we saw last year, and those guys are coming back. I think we got to account for all the guys in the box. Last year they packed the box on us, so it could be another heavy box week for us. Look at the film from last week, learn from that, and then jump on CSU stuff here this afternoon.
Frank, how strange was last year's game? You guys had a nice winning streak in the border war, but obviously you got off to a bad start there. But to lose and see them get the boot and not have any real fans there, was that kind of a strange night?
Yeah, the no fans thing was definitely very strange, and then to lose the boot, that's what we're here for, is the border war, and I'd say for me that's the most important game at Wyoming, and getting that back this week is our goal, and that's where we're headed.
Frank, did he give you guys Oh, sorry, Josh, go ahead.
No, you're good. You mentioned your dad and grandfather played here. For you, was there ever any doubt that you'd be headed to Wyoming one day?
Early on, there was, chances of me going to CSU and playing. I didn't choose Wyoming, for that legacy of my father and my grandfather. I definitely take pride in continuing that. But this was the best fit for me, and Coach Bohl, he was the best coach, in my opinion, between CSU and here. So that's why I chose here.
How much confidence did it give you last week, Frank, to finally get in the end zone, something you guys have not been able to do in so long? It must have felt like forever for you guys who were actually in the trenches.
Yeah, it was since the first half of Air Force. Positivity has been our best friend right now, and that's hard to do, but that's been our outlook throughout these past 3 weeks, and it's going to have to continue this week. But getting in the end zone, it felt really good. It felt strange not scoring for a few games. That was weird, but it feels good, and we'll just keep building off those 3 scores last week.
Had a nice pancake block a couple of weeks ago that ended up on ESPN. What was that like to see yourself on SportsCenter, and then also going off of that, where would you say is the biggest area you've grown this year?
Yeah, I taking pride in offensive line play is important. I didn't focus too much on the whole ESPN thing. It was cool seeing that and, getting Wyoming on there and stuff. That was definitely cool. Improvement, I'd say, is Coach Frazier really brought a whole different meaning and demanded fundamentals out of us that we really haven't been, held to a standard of this year. And I've seen growth since spring ball fundamentally, and I still got a long way to go. But our fundamentals and the run game and pass protection, that's something that I've improved on.
Frank, do you think that maybe harping on those fundamentals and stuff, which, I'm not saying is a bad thing whatsoever, but do you think that's maybe caused you guys to be a little less consistent because you're learning new things and you're trying new things under a new coach?
Yeah, I mean, things they are different. We're not, it's not the vegan era anymore, and things change. And those fundamentals, I think, have only helped us. I'm not sure if that was. I don't think that's the reasoning for not scoring these past 2 weeks. You look at the first 4 games. Our scoring was pretty prolific in that sense. So I think we're just in a slump right now. But I think these fundamentals have only helped us.